CO Halito, what's up, cuz?
What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Ready to get into this video about genealogy with cousin Al.
Yeah, the playback.
Yes. We're doing a countdown of all our greatest interviews and Sunday panel discussions. We want to thank everybody in the chat, everybody that's viewing, that's not chatting, and the nosy haters. They can't comment.
You ain't got haters, you ain't doing nothing right.
Right. They can't
Hi,
comment.
haters.
Right.
Hi.
Right. Yeah. Peace to everybody in the chat.
I need more
Right.
haters.
Well, if y'all want to support us, y'all can look at our links on all of our social media platforms. We do have merch. So that's a way that y'all can support if y'all want to support.
Right.
All right, let me pull up that video. All right, you got anything else to say, cuz, before I press play?
No, roll that beautiful bean footage. I always wanted to say that.
Crazy.
I don't know why this stuff.
Are you able to hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. Peace, OCO, Halito, to everybody tuning in. I'm going to pass the talking stick to my cuz. Welcome.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's time to see what's going on, everybody. It's good to see everybody here. You know what I'm saying? Damn, we did a Friday show. We did a Saturday show. Now we're doing the Sunday show. Boy, we hot this weekend.
Yeah, this is rare.
This is rare. But no further ado, I have my cousin Algeron in the building. You know what I'm saying? To come through the Southeastern Talking Stick. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about some things that's going on in the Southeastern and the South Coast region. You know what I'm saying? And
things that haven't been talked about.
Right.
And it's about that time to talk about it.
Right. Because you got people in them that say if you're not federally recognized, you're not an Indian tribe, or you're not an Indian, or you're a wearable, or you're able, because you look like you could be passed for African, right? So, but they don't know about admixtures, but then they do know about admixtures, but they still want to characterize you and put you in the African category. You know what I'm saying?
And also, we're going to talk about is two type of freedmans too.
Yeah, most people don't know about that either. So, I'm gonna let my cousin go ahead on and introduce himself. Go ahead, cuz. The talking stick is in your hand.
Peace and greetings, everybody, on the Southeast Talking Stick. Hope everybody having a good Sunday today. And we about to go deep down the rabbit hole. Yeah. So how everybody doing?
And I'd like to say welcome to everybody that's in the chat. You got Hosea in there, our cousin. Then you got our nephew, Guale Origins. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you got that text I had show you so you can pull it up?
I got the text. You need me to pull it up right now?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready to pull up and want to start up on it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
So people can really understand what we're talking about.
Okay, I'm about to go to the search engine and I'm about to go ahead on and put that in.
You know they changed the Dawes Rose search engine up too.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
So
Why
they made it harder to find your ancestors on it.
I wonder why.
You know how usually used to be able to just put in a last name or a first name with it. Now
Yeah.
you actually have to have the enrollment number or the the CDIB card.
Yeah.
Yeah, number. I say these boys got slick. And speaking on that, we were talking about the two types of freemen. See, people don't know you have freemen that was unquote ex-African slaves. Then you have the freemen who got labeled as so-called African American, and their descendants can't be enrolled into the nations like that because they really didn't remove to Oklahoma to pick up an allotment number. Even though they identify as full bloods.
Wow.
Yeah. In one case, I'm having you pull up is about great cousin Yvmvse.
Right.
And the stuff he actually had to go, went through when he was suing the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma about enrollment.
Okay. And why, when I typed it in, it just popped up?
The missing papers, the missing papers got the testimonies of all the family members. And you see my third great grandmother name right up in there, Elaine Smith. And her daughter, Sarah Smith.
Okay, I'm about to share it right now.
And when I called when I called the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma to ask them about that, they was like, "Yeah, we see your people. They is identified as full blood Choctaw, but they didn't remove to Oklahoma to pick up an allotment number, so their descendants can't be enrolled."
Wow.
That's what I was told by them.
Quote unquote. That's crazy. Can you see it now? It's it's right here. It's the PDF. Can you see it? Do you need me to blow it up? Yeah, I'm gonna blow it up. Blow it up.
Hold on. Let me put it on there. Because can't nobody see it. Hold on. All right, there you go. All right.
All right, they can see it?
Yeah, they can see it now.
All right. The JaGuar case, the minute papers and affidavit before the Dawes Commission, right, deposit the postings report of special master. Okay. Let's scroll down. And somebody got a cursive handwriting. I guess it's a witness for the client.
It's something.
Okay. Okay, number 9, JaGuar, right? Versus the Choctaw Nation. Wow.
See what he had to do, they kept denying this case, the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. So what he actually had to do to win this case, he had to sue the original state, which was Mississippi. So so the Mississippi actually gave him his own reservation in the state of Mississippi.
Okay.
And still to this day, the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma is still trying to, you know.
Oh, wow. The registered return receipt received from the postmaster at what? That's New York? In what? Wow. Address to Fred B. Hanford. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. So,
But you can
that's
tell,
why.
even the missing papers in their cases, how the, you know, he kept having to fight them.
That's dirty.
And this is why the 5 civilized tribes thinking they can regulate people by saying, if you're not federally recognized, you're not an Indian.
Yeah.
So that's all the nations in Oklahoma that feel like that. Wow. That's crazy.
So they kind of like, well, if you didn't remove with us, then, you know, it don't matter if you got Indian blood in you, your people was labeled as full blood, etc. Then later on, I heard stuff like, you got a picture, pull up a picture of Jack Amos.
All right, hold on. Let me see what I can do.
Can you pull it up on that same screen? Because I'm driving and I can't. Like once you drop it, like normally you'll drop it and then put another one up. Can you just like I think there's a button that says share your not just your screen but like the whole page, whatever whole thing you got up.
Like double shot, double screen.
And the thing is, once you pull the picture up, you gonna see.
Okay, so at the top it'll say, like if you go to another tab, it'll say share this tab instead, and just do it that way because I'm driving. I can't. Every time you drop it, I can't pull it back up right now. All right, I'm gonna mute myself again.
I'm trying Hold on. Let's see. I wait for it to pull up again. No, why isn't it? Let's see something. Okay. Oh, let me see something. I'm about to pull it up. Let me see if I can go to images. This would be him right here. Let's see how to do this. All right, I'm about to open it right now. Hold on. Okay, it is right here. And that's him, cuz you can see it.
I don't see no picture yet.
Okay, so what you just did, don't drop out of the screen. Like, just go to the next tab, and then, like, once you click share screen and you go to the next tab, it will have like a button that says share this screen instead. Do it that way. Don't drop it. I just so happen to be looking.
All right, I see.
So,
I see. I see.
you
I
do?
see.
Okay, let me
It says
see.
share this tab instead. All right. Stop share.
Yeah.
Share.
Hold on, give me a minute because the light changed.
Now, why didn't? So this
They ain't trying to let you show his picture.
I got it.
They
I
gonna
got
say,
it right
damn.
here.
They say, damn, he look like an African American.
I'm showing them. I don't know why it's. You know what? Let's see.
And he was a Confederate soldier. That's crazy.
Because it's right there.
Hold
Yeah,
on, let's add it.
they ain't trying to let you show his picture. Oh, here it come.
That's it right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there
him.
we go.
Now, in today's society, what you he would be considered as?
African American.
You see what I'm saying? Why he had to fight? See, they ain't really just telling the whole thing. Those that didn't want to be bleached out and white out kept it within. Because I ain't found wills of they grandfathers, great grandfathers sitting around talking, looking at their grandkids and they hair, blonde and blue eyes, and that shit made them sad. So certain family members promised to never do that shit no more. Basically, excuse me for cussing.
No, you good. You good. This a curse's zone.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So grandpa and them was like, nah, man, this ain't gonna work. My grandkids got blonde hair, blue eyes. You know what I'm saying? No, we finna keep our eyes black. So they stopped, bleaching out. So they got kind of put like on the what you call labor as outcast.
Yvmvse Museum of Negro Indians Antiquities was going on, cuz I see you. Yeah, cuz, and that's good you dropping this information because thank you, nephew. I got it. Yeah, it's the working savvy, it's working. Just bear with me, I'm gonna get it. but but yeah, that's crazy because this is why some of the family members was like, man, look, fuck that. We go put our information in the family Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't go on the rolls, you know. That's crazy.
They had the family, chart up in the Bible.
Yeah.
Passed down and shit like that. But mostly, this is really the problem that people don't realize because they are grouping everybody up into one category when they say freemans and they say this, but it's not true though.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they was taking full-bloodeds and called it full-blooded freemans.
Yeah, freemans.
And that was another way how to actually maneuver them and keep them from joining the nation or keep them off the road. So basically,
and also because a lot of their lands had also their allotment lands had oil on it, bro. So that's really come down to greed too, also.
But just like with me and nephew was talking today, that land that's in Oklahoma, that is Comanche land.
Yeah. But you know, certain tribes had that agreement with the U.S. for helping them. We seen that when I showed you, right? Is when we asked what would certain tribes, I don't want to say no names, what would they gain for helping the United States?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going against the proclamation. So they was like, what? The tribes was going to what? Gain land from other tribes. And that was what tribes was doing back then. Other tribes was selling other tribes' lands.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm thinking, I wonder if the Comanche gave their lands to the United States to move them out further west to let the 5 civilized tribes come in. I got to do some investigation on that. Because, no, that couldn't have been that, because if that would have been the case, the Chickasaw and them would never try to still fight the 5 civilized tribes when they came in, because when Abraham Lincoln removed the Union Army, the 5 civilized tribes in them was worried about it was already happening when the Comanches were coming through. So that's why they went head on and did the treaty with Elba Pike to help protect them over there in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So that question was answered already. I answered my own question. Wow. That's crazy.
But Jack Amos, you know who his cousins are, right?
Go ahead.
Huh, cuz?
Go ahead.
If you go, I got to find a picture, but you know the picture when they over there by close to Bayou Lacombe in Louisiana and Wakatobi, the sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and John Smith and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those is people.
Yeah, but Bayou Lacombe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shata Ogla. Okay. Osceola just said that there were 3 tribes that the U.S. government despised, and that was the Comanche and the Apache and the Seminoles.
Shit, 9 until them tribes start helping them. So I don't know how they despise them so much when you have Apache scouts and all that shit, especially down here in Texas.
OCO nephew, they say they did sign the treaty land cession. Since I'm not a member of their nation, I can't say much about the elements or the agreements of the treaty in the sessions. Huh. So who did the treaty? Did the Comanche did the treaty, or was it the 5 civilized tribes? Because I know the 5 civilized tribes, as they so-called called it, they signed treaties with Andrew Jackson and stuff to give up the land in the east to be moved out to the west. I know that part.
And if they talk about, they must be talking about Corner Parker, because you know the Comanches got a problem with they internal shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, because a lot of them
Okay.
joined the scouts.
So let's finish looking at this. Can you see the documents that I'm scrolling down? The Amos papers? Can you
Yeah,
see that?
yeah.
Oh, this a lot of papers. And so it's Oklahoma Choctaws and them still trying to mess with our family that have the reservation out there in Mississippi. Judge Lewis says he applicant of mostly free Jews, but one from Mississippi. Yeah, you can see Mississippi right there. Showed in 10 applications as Mississippi Choctaws. Wow. Because you can see it right there when they say Mississippi Choctaw right here. Wow.
And you know, they stuff, they went back in 1945. And that's when their government out there started. But even with them, that's what they what year they rose start. But when I talked to the Mississippi Choctaw about this, they was more like understanding, but they were like, you can't be in the road, but you all family type shit. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was like, oh yeah, you family. But you know, our roads began in 1945. So if your people moved back to Mississippi then.
The United States of America Indian Territory, Choctaw and Chickasaw Citizenship Court. The President of the United States of America to the United States Marshal for the Indian Territory. Wow. Hold on, it's moving down on its own. I didn't even do that. Hold on. They're passing up some good shit. Hold on.
But you see the shit he had to go through, right?
Right. So is this the same band of Choctaw that's right there by
Yeah. In Oklahoma, and you had to
by Pearl?
Yeah, in Oklahoma.
Yeah, but this the Mississippi band that's right there by Pearl River, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This come on, y'all playing now. You are commanding the summons, principal chief of the Choctaw Nation.
Yeah, because the Supreme Court ordered them to enroll them, and they still was denying.
Wow. The 20 days after the service of this summons upon him as principal chief of the said nation, a complaint in equity filed against the sue of the Choctaw and the Chickasaw Nation in the Choctaw Chickasaw Citizenship Court in the Indian Territory of Soul Marshals by Jack Amos and warned him that upon his failure to answer, the complaint will be taken for confess and you will make return of the summons. Wow. Witnessed in the Honorable Spencer B. Ames and Chief Justice Walter L. Weaver and Henry S. Foote and associate judges in the sealed death court. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, and they were doing this to people they would consider full bloods.
Wow.
But if you show that picture to him, but he labeled as a full blood, right? So if you show that picture to nowadays, they be talking about, oh, he mixed with Negro. Well, what type of Negro he mixed with then?
Right.
Because I ain't heard them say it even in them chat groups. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you show them pictures, oh, they mixed with Negro. Oh, they mixed with African slave. They mixed. But damn, why they on y'all rolls identify as full bloods?
Right. And if they were full bloods, there would be no mixture.
Yeah.
That's crazy. A brief on behalf of the Choctaw and Chickasaw Nation. The statements. The applicant, James Amos, with other applied to the Commission of the Five Civilized Tribes under the Act of Congress approved on June 10th of 1896 for the admission as a citizen of the Choctaw Nation. Such application was denied. An appeal was taken to the United States Court for the Central District of the Indian Territory, and the decision of such court was adverse. And the applicant, James Amos, has appealed to this court under provision of the Act of Congress approved July the 1st, which will be tomorrow. On
Yeah. So it was a good thing we putting it out today. Look at it, anniversary.
bro. And that wasn't even much planned. That
wasn't even much planned. You see how the ancestor work?
Right. Entitled in the act of the RAF and confirm an agreement with the Choctaw and Chickasaw Nation or tribes of Indians and for other purposes. Notwithstanding, the proceeding had under the act of the Congress approved on June 10th, which already passed 1896, before the Commission of the Five Civilized Tribes in the United States Court of the Central District of Indians Territory, and the proceedings to be had in the court under the Act of Congress approved. This is crazy. So what they got to say about that? You got full-blooded Indians that's being discriminated against. July the 1st, 1902, above referred to, the applicant James Amos has applied to the Commission to the Five Civilized Tribes for identification as a Mississippi Choctaw. Under those portions of the Act of Congress approved on June 10, 1896 and July the 1st of 1902. Defining the jurisdiction of the commission to the end. And his application has been granted by the Commission to the Five Civilized Tribes and approved by the Honorable Secretary of the Interior and is final in his favor. We have filled in the court in motion setting forth this condition, and wow.
Yeah, we at the end they keep telling you that they actually have to give him, I don't know if it's like 290 something or 300 and more acres in Mississippi for his own little reservation, since the Oklahoma Choctaw was kept tripping, even though the federal court was telling them, hey man, this man is Indian, man.
Right. That they had the argument and everything.
Yeah, and still to this day, the Choctaw Nation is still trying to appeal that case. Still to this day. That shit crazy. How many years they go? Well, because of the money that it takes away from them.
Wow.
So a lot of people don't know that. The more members, the more money they got to disperse out. Then, right. Yeah.
So as the more money has to be allocated out, so what they're doing is they're trying to hold on to that money.
Yeah. And they even be messing over their own little, tribal members. They look like them, you know what I'm saying? So, it's corruption all the way deep up in there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, certain bands, because the host of the Ola says certain bands, so did certain bands of Seminoles, hey Ella, and the nephew said, to be honest, I don't know how much about treaties. That's not much talked about, but there was a land cession by the Osage in 1825 where they ceded their lands northeast of Oklahoma before that. Okay. You had the Cherokee and the Osage War in 1817, aka the Battle of Clement Mound, in which was a conflict over land and encroachment. And all that was going on when they had the Red Stick War that was going on too in 1812.
Yeah.
And the Battle of New Orleans. Shit. Which was actually in Chalmette, but hey, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, it was a hostile takeover. Right.
The Treaty of New this was in 1835. Oh, that's the ancestors record. Okay, wait until my favorite nephew just said, wait until someone finds out that the towns they think of, 1825 Treaty of Osage. That's why the Cherokee called back the freedmen, laugh out loud. They trying to get that extra bank. People really Europeans at heart. They getting paid to keep the secret. They slaughtered the original people of this side, right, nephew? Right, and I can't wait till we do the build on that shit, boy. Ooh. The United States government has a history of puppet governments. And that's why, oh boy, talking about, if you're not federally recognized, you're not an Indian. Well, hold on. Wait. If that's the case, I gotta go off right quick. Dumbass, they talked about Indians in the motherfucking United States Constitution before there was even any Bureau of Indian Affairs.
Right.
And there wasn't even much doing treaties yet. Because according to Article 6, Section 10, and it was speaking about how the Indians and them regulate commerce and business and everything, and then it turns around, it says that any treaties that shall be made before or this said constitution shall be the supreme law of the land. So you had nations that had pre-existing treaties before the founding of the so-called United States of America.
Yep. Way before then.
Right.
So what about the treaties with Spain and all the other places? I guess they don't
treaties,
matter, huh?
Those certain one of those, certain one of them treaties was actually grandfathered in through the Constitution when they say treaties that should be made
before. Yeah.
Right. So when they talk about treaties made, well, made is past tense. So now you got to look at who was doing the treaties with the Indians on the East Coast. That was what? Spain, France, and England.
Yeah. Because even here in Texas, they had to honor the Spanish land grants
that our family members have with the detached tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you see it. And it's still going on today, man. And that's crazy. The same problems our people was having back then, we still going through it today.
Yeah, but Lambert, but the thing is, right, by them 5 civilized tribes, they are not dealing with traditional tribal ways, because if they was dealing with traditional tribal ways, they wouldn't need much that the United States give them sanction on what they call the blood quantum.
Yeah. But you know, certain tribes, actually the Cherokee Nation did away with their blood quantum. It's the other tribes like the Seminoles, the Creeks, and all that keep trying to enforce that type stuff.
But yet Congress did away with it. That was like what, in 2018, 19, somewhere around that time?
Yeah. And you know, the Congress trying to tell them, well, it's going against the treaty. If y'all don't do this, we're gonna stop the funding. But you know, they still trying to say, oh well, we have the right to self-govern ourselves. Well, okay, y'all can self-govern yourself without our funding.
Right.
And they wonder why, the Cherokees is the only one that have a seat up in the Senate.
So now the thing is this, right? Because the United States is the trustee of the land. All right, and the Cherokees did away with the blood quantum because they needed the Negroes back. Yeah, holy shit. Traditional natives know and understand that there were families that were broken and enslaved and happened. We know that there were many who were divided. I absolutely agree. Tons of the governments are let's see. Yeah, and that's the whole thing right there. You know, non-traditional, which is why me and many others say politics and traditional don't mix. It sure don't mix. It sure don't mix. It sure don't mix.
And that's what they had to do. They had to get rid of all the traditionals.
Bingo. Bingo. So now you got all the traditionals in them running the 5 civilized tribes and all those that's in Oklahoma. And then they say, well, you're not an Indian, you're not federally recognized. You're not a nation. Right. Now there was one person that said about a law, and I said, well, who law you going by? Who law you going by? He can say,
man, they going against anybody that's not under one of their things. You know what I'm saying? Because I even hear them talking about they say they got different classifications they going against, Pretendians and Descendians. And I'm like, it kind of caught my attention when they said something about Descendians. And I'm like, hold up. Descendians mean they do have an ancestor that's Indian, but they just lost their they, you know what I'm saying, culture, and they're not in touch with the reservation. But they do have an ancestor that's Indian. So they even going against them type people.
So that's why he called himself trying to come after me, huh?
So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all didn't stay plugged in with Oklahoma, then, hey, you ain't no Indian.
Right, nephew. The issue is people don't govern themselves traditionally. Right. Right. Because if the United States and them say we gonna stop the funding, that means they got you by the kahunas.
Yeah.
So my thing is, what is the real benefits of being federally recognized anyway? What's the benefits? I'm still waiting.
And if you federally recognized, you gotta go stay in Oklahoma, from my understanding, to receive any benefits or in the housing or in the medical. That shit only good in Oklahoma.
Yeah. 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 You hear what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, but see, he about to open up, he already opened up Pandora's box and he's not gonna be able to close it. You know what I'm saying? Because see, he pulled that stuff on those that was on Sonetta's show. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't know no better. But you trying to come over here at me, bruh. I know. So he was told 4 times to leave me alone. But now, his whole nation about to get it. In the federal government. Dealing with the BIA. And all those that's federally recognized. He talking about he gonna get the aim. Get aim. I hope they got a good shot. And they bet not miss. Because they thought what happened when they came down there to Quetta. They thought what happened. it's gonna reemerge again. And if he know his Bible, like we know his Bible, he wouldn't want to come this way again.
For real. You know, we keep them bananas for them pale skinned monkeys.
Right.
And come try that shit if you want to.
Right. Yeah.
We down south. It's open. It's open carry state around this motherfucker. You see,
I ain't never ran for a nigga, and I ain't gonna start running. Money. You don't know who he's talking to. Nigga, I live in New Orleans, boy.
For real.
You go to the capital again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to be fucking big. Shit. All thing you do is just go make that Southeastern red stick come out. That's it. but in the Cherokee culture, we call dishonorable, uncultured, and disrespectful white people. Oh, okay. Yanagis. Okay. Yeah, because he's so much on the federal, like get the federal status out your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we federal recognized, state recognized.
And you know the crazy thing too? You know who JaGuar is supposed to be related to? To his great grandpa, I don't know how many times generation, John Connor of the You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Sarah Smith, John Connor was supposed to be the great uncle of Sarah Smith. So how that worked out, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of creeping going on back then. Especially one grandpa, you know what I'm saying, Washington, he had about 157 wives from different tribes, you know what I'm saying? So he was spreading his seed, really.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know how they did it back then.
It did. It's like I got a good friend who's Navajo. I got a good friend that's Navajo, and he go home to visit the Navajo and everything. And I asked him, I said, Sonny, I said, how's everything on your reservation out there? He was like, Brother Ma, he was like, the water condition is bad. You thought everything was bad in Ferguson. He said, they ain't got no kind of water over on the reservation coming into the home, no matter if they're on the reservation. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, but ain't y'all federal recognized? He said, man, the federal government don't help us. I'm like, what? And I'm like, well, what's the point of being federally recognized then? He said, I asked that question to the elders too.
He said, I asked the question. Yeah, man. Yeah, but shit, it's more better to be state recognized these days in your own state.
That's crazy.
If you ask me, cause at least the state will do something for your tribe, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why, like I read last night with the NCAI, you know, the National Conference of American Indians, they was trying to stop the state recognized tribes from voting in the organization.
Yeah.
But
they trying to do them like the United States doing them. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because they can have a seat in Congress, but they don't have no voting power. So they trying to pull that same shit on their own kinfolks.
And then you know what's so bad? You know the corruption that's going on in Oklahoma, but yeah, he busy worrying about people else. I said, bro, you need to worry about what's going on in Oklahoma instead of trying to regulate everybody else.
Yeah. Because y'all grass is higher than the motherfucker, excuse my language, in Oklahoma. Y'all need to cut them down and see them snakes. You know what I'm saying? It just whatever they say, okay. Man, well, come on. A lot of y'all living in for real in damn RVs and trailer homes.
Nephew Lambert, exactly what you said about how the tribal governments be abusing their leadership and power. This would cause the Indian Removal Act of 1950. Most people never heard of that. In 1950, that was
because of the conditions. Yeah, because of the conditions they were living on the reservations.
Right. And that's when they became known as urban Indians. But yet, you got people talking about the urban Indian. I'm like, how you urban? That don't apply to you. That applies to those who was living on a reservation. It was moved to the inner cities, and they still kept in contact with the tribal nation, even though the tribal nation was doing it wrong. And that's when the civil rights came about because of that.
Yeah.
And that was both. And also dealing with 1968. But they already was dealing with it from the 1950s, going all the way through to 1968. But most people don't study that. This is crazy. This is crazy.
When they say Reconstruction period, yeah, they were reconstructing some shit on our ass. They say the pen is mightier than the sword. Let's say all right.
And they said our views of the law is that the rights of a Mississippi Choctaw, whether adjudicated by this court or the commission to the 5 civilized tribes, acting in parallel tribune, are the same, and are guarded by the provisions of exempting laws. They say it would be incredulous we submit for the commission to accord certain application before certain rights and for. Oh, I think all right, this court to occur in application, accord this application and other for different rights, which is the application pending before both tribunals depend on the base for its rights upon the construction of the same treaty and laws upon application of the same facts.
Yeah.
By reason of the particular conditions and attending that the case that the rights of the applicant have been adjudicated by either the commission of the 5 civilized tribes or the Choctaw and Chickasaw Citizenship Court, and having found its way into this court through the Act of Congress approved on June 10, 1896, the July 1st of 1902. This court has and would have had sample power to pass upon his claims as the Mississippi Choctaw, applying the proper provisions of the treaties and laws. He has, however, seen fit to take advantage of the provisions of the Acts of Congress approved on June the 10th of 1896 and July 1st of 1902, invested in the Commission of the 5 Civilized Tribes and the Honorable Secretary of the Interior and Power and the adjudicated the applicant for identification as the Choctaw, and such application has been finally adjudicated in his favor. So he basically won.
Yeah, I told you he won, but they end up but they didn't want to give him no land in Oklahoma, so he had to turn around and sue Mississippi for the land, because that was the original treaty spot, the original agreement of the removal. Yeah. So that's how you end up getting them all them hundreds of acres out there.
Ha! There's more than one way to the cat, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
One more, yeah. All right, y'all want me in Oklahoma, but I'm gonna still get some land somewhere.
And guess what? And I'm gonna stay in the land where my people that were from, where the ARL was at, and that's right there in Mississippi. So good. So he's still in the homeland. He ain't had to leave.
Yeah, he went back home. Yeah, I'm going back home.
How many of them can say they went back home? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. So what's the answer to that one? And they just want a minute. They just want a minute, man. And we'll be on here 3-4 hours when we start going through all these cases. Yeah. They just want a minute. Yeah. It's like, show your receipts. We got the receipts. Yeah, family receipts. Course receipts.
And then the thing about it is it's law, and it also sets a precedence.
Yeah.
So it's in law. It's in law. It set a precedence. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming on. Y'all could have been doing something special on this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? There's many multiple things that you chose to do, but you chose to be here with us on the SouthEastern Talking Stick, where you getting this real shit. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, I just give an old spiel. But
yeah, support SouthEastern Talking Stick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? You come in showing you dealing with court cases and everything, you know? And me and Cuz used to do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. Yeah, man. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Let me just see this. So as you can see, before things, but you have some people that still want to play a racing game. They chose just imagine that what it was 570 something nations that's federally recognized. Just imagine if all those 500 let me do this. Let me go to the Bureau of Indian Affairs because he was bragging, talking about, oh, we don't deal with the the fuck you do? Like treaties. Well, treaties in them all under the PIA, which is the Bureau of Indian Affairs. That's dealing with the Bureau of Indian Affairs management and everything that's dealing with the United States. They're the ones that deal with all Indian affairs, deal with the integrity. Like, dude, you can't, like I said, you can't tell me that. I wasn't born yesterday. I was born 50 years.
Different. I might have been born that night, but not last night, huh? Yeah, you gotta wake up pretty early.
And then he young with it. Yeah. And I'm like, boy, you just don't have no idea, don't you?
Just don't know we been doing this, huh?
Right. Very good.
Yeah, we ain't new to this, man.
Right. We true to this.
Yeah. We ain't new to this. We been dibba dabba up in this court documents.
Questions in the comments. Nobody got nothing to say right now. All right. I got the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Y'all see this right here? Y'all got it? Y'all see it? Y'all see the website? Yeah, y'all see it. Y'all see it. It's up. It's up. All right. That is the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Okay, they say our mission. 200 years, the Bureau of Indian Affairs is the oldest bureau in the Department of Interior. Our mission is to enhance the quality of life and promote economic opportunities and to carry out the federal responsibility and entrusted to us to protect and improve the trust as asset right, of the American Indian and Alaskan Native was accomplished this by directly empowering tribal government through self-governance and agreements. Really, really. Now you got the federalized tribes. Okay, let's go there. Let's wait for the pop up. Okay, warning. It's made by the Bureau of Indian Affairs for the use of the data and the purpose not intended by the BIA. This is the GIS data site. Data set may concur error. This is no impact of the legal status of the land areas depicted herein and the impact on land ownership. Land ownership. Who has the ownership of the land? Okay, no legal interference can or should be made from the information in the GIS data set, and the GIS data set is prepared strictly for elusive and reference purpose only. It should not be used. It is not intended for legal or survey engineering navigation purposes. This data have been developed from the best available sources. See, they didn't have on there at one time, so I don't know what's going on because at first you just can go on the site. I'm on them and click to the. Oh wow! Look who's right there. Who's right there? Well, I'll be down. Look at that. The absentee tribe. Why mostly all the federal recognized tribes had to go to Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta go to Oklahoma.
That was
I
on
don't know.
your absentee tribe.
What you say, cuz?
That was on Al's page.
Yeah.
I saw
You
that.
know, they family right there, you know, certain part of the absentee Shawnee. They they my blood cousin. We ain't matched up on DNA. They put me to the test, you know what I'm saying? And matched me up.
Oh,
Yeah.
my niece had a question, right? Okay, if a person is listed as a non-citizen but married to someone who wife and children are involved, what does that mean? Well, if the person is not a citizen, I mean, and the children is basically of the mother who is involved, they are what their mother is. Even if they
Yeah.
acknowledge to their father, that's the traditional way.
Yeah, that's a traditional way, but now, you know, a lot ain't living traditional way. So they going through whatever, because a lot of generations being lost, so they don't care which side you are.
Yeah, they go
And a lot of times now they leaping all the different tribal bloods. Like say if you Choctaw and you Cherokee, sometimes they'll put it all as one for the allotment. Because the more closer you are to full blood, the more acres of land you get.
Okay. Does somebody have a TV or a radio in the background?
Now mine's everything off in here.
Not me.
They gotta be cousin pie.
Boy,
Like a muffled boombox in the background.
no, that ain't me.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
It ain't me because I ain't got no TV.
When y'all play it back, y'all be able to hear it.
I can kind of hear it now.
I
I hear when everybody talks.
Oh, so they fucking with this.
Yeah, they don't want this information out. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff they've been hiding for a long time. But they just keep on, you can't keep poking an anthill, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait,
Now
they have
open the Pandora's box.
They say tribal government and leaders 587. That's right here. It's right here. Click on the arrow below.
Hey, and also if you research a lot of them different tribal nations in Oklahoma, they under 501c3. So I don't understand the thing about the C-Pain thing, because when a lot of the tribes and government in Oklahoma are 501c3 under the Religion Act. So, hey, what's really going on?
Yeah, anybody under 501c3 can come in like themselves. You're not free if you are part of that.
Because if you look up that government, like certain tribes, even my people at Absentee Shiny, if you look them up, it's gonna say 501c3 organization.
Wow.
So that's how you know it's under the Religion Act. Yeah. And that's why when you look up the Native American church, what he be talking about, what it says a 501c3. We looked it up.
Yeah, it's a 501c3.
Yeah, a lot of churches.
So why they're against other 501c3s, I don't know. What's the place?
Yeah, well, the government can usurp themselves anytime.
And look, and they say tribal membership. Let's go here when they talk about the CDI application. He pulled that out on the side. Let's look. All right, the Bureau of Indian Affairs. The Bureau of Indian Affairs certificate or degree of Indian or Alaskan Native blood instruction. All portions of the request for certificate of degree of Indian and Alaskan Native blood CIB must be complete. You must show your relations to an enrolled member or members of a federal recognized Indian tribe.
Can you share that?
Oh, I didn't share it? Hold on.
That page. We just still see the hour mention. Okay, there we go.
All right. All right. The Bureau of Indian Affairs. Oh. Certified degree of Indian or Alaskan Native blood. All portions of the request for the certificate of Indian or Alaskan Native blood must be complete. You must show your relations to enrolled member or members of a federal recognized Indian tribe, whether it is through your birth mother or birth father. That's like we said, right? Like because they deal with the generation and everything. You know, they just going by anybody, going by the mother and father, or both. So they don't recognize Indian tribes as Indian or Alaska band nations, also village, or community will appear on the list of recognized tribes published in the Federal Register by the Secretary of the Interior, which is 25 United States Code. So basically, they are GI. What is the GI? GI. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Because I have the YouTube page open somewhere because it's coming from you. That sound.
No.
You don't have no other tabs opened on your phone or your laptop with the YouTube.
No. I don't have nothing else open on here.
Okay. It's just
My
weird
TV.
that sound is coming out. But go ahead. I just
It says your degree of Indian blood is computed from lineal ancestral of Indian blood who were enrolled with a federal recognized Indian tribe or whose name appeared on the design based roll of a federal recognized Indian tribe. You must give the maiden name of all women listed on the request for the CDIB unless they were enrolled by their married names. Let me scroll down. A certified copy of a birth certificate is required to establish your relationship to a parent or parents enrolled with a federal recognized Indian tribe. So now the question is, did they have their own credentials for birth certificate or did they use the state birth certificate? That's a good question.
They use the state because after your second great grandparents, they even tell you that they only gonna have vitals and death certificates. The older
they use the state birth certificate. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does say birth certificate or death certificate.
Hold on. My question is, if you're a sovereign nation, why you don't have your own register of birth?
I mean, that would be the practical thing.
Right.
Yeah. So, but you federally recognize, but you don't have your own live record of birth or your own yeah, it's all incorporated, cuz you're absolutely right.
Yeah, live.
Why they don't have their own vital statistic records dealing with their nation? That part.
Then you got to send them. You can't send them a copy either of the vital. You got to send them the original.
Yeah, they call it the long form.
Yeah, the long form. Yeah. Well, as the plot thickens. Yo, because you got to remember that the Indians was actually given citizenship in 1924 under President Calvin Coolidge. So by them being United States citizens or have dual citizenship, that's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got tied into the corporation.
It says certified copy of a birth certificate is required to establish your relationship to the parent or parents enrolled within a federal recognized Indian tribe or tribes. If your parent is not enrolled with a federal recognized Indian tribe, a certified copy of your parent's birth certificate or death certificate is required to establish your parent's relationship to an enrolled member of a federal recognized Indian tribe. If your grandparents were not enrolled members of the federal recognized Indian tribes or tribe or tribes, a certified copy of the birth certificate, death certificate, and each grandparents for each grandparents who was the child of an enrolled member of a federal recognized Indian tribe is required. Certified copy of the birth certificates, delayed birth certificates, and death certificates may be obtained from the State Department of Health and Bureau of Vital Statistics of the state where the person was born or died. But why they don't have their own Department of Health and Bureau of Services of Vital Statistics? Why? But anyway, they say in case of adoption, the degree of the natural birth parent must be proven. Please return support documents, supported documents to the agency on the agency from whom you receive services. An incomplete request will be returned with a request for information. No action will be taken until the request is complete.
Right.
So they show you the form right here. But my thing is this: why they still need a CDIB card if they done away with the blood quantum? I don't understand.
Yeah, that was my question. Why do they even have, like, if you have federal recognition, why do you have to have something with them? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but okay. I guess they still want to have an entity that's like an overall government over all of the Indian
But my
nation.
thing is, when him in the DM, I said, boy, you need to get your federal daddy dick out your mouth. He was like, we don't deal with the federal, but yet you got a whole CDIB card, which he says right here to submit to the Bureau of Indian Affairs agency from whom to receive. So you still deal with the BIA, bro. You still deal with the BIA. He just lied all kind of ways. If you need help with locating the BIA agency from whom you receive services, please contact the Office of Indian Services at, they got the number right there. This is funny. Notice of certification, notice of appeal of rights. When you receive your CDIB, you must receive it for the correct name, spelling, birthday, and blood degrees. Blood degree. That's the blood quantum.
Yeah.
If you believe that there are CDIB, you must give a written request for correction and provide supporting documents to the issuing officer within 45 days of 60 for Alaskan tribes. And and my thing is this. Um, they say in the date of the letter, if you fail to meet this deadline, appeal rights will be lost. If the ensuing officer decides that the corrections are not needed, he or she will send a written documentation with an explanation um, through certification mail, and you will provide with a copy of the appeal procedures. If you are denied a CDIB, you will be given a written documentation with an explanation for the denial and a copy in the appeal procedures, paperwork and reduction of act and statements. The information that's collected required certain in the 25 Council of Foreign Relations, which is the CFR, right? Council of Foreign Relations. And this request has been approved by the Office of Management and the budget under the Paperwork and Reduction Act of 1995, 44 United States Code 3507D, and assigned clearance number 1075-0153. The agency may not conduct or sponsor, and the person is not required to respond to it and collect information unless it's displayed a currently valid OMB control number. Information is collected when the individual seeks certification of the whole significant Indian blood to receive a federal program services based on the status of American Indian or American Native. The information collected will be used as assist to determine the eligibility of the individual to receive federal program services. Oh boy, boy, boy! You know what? You just a super welfare recipient. You just a super welfare recipient.
Yeah, that's about it.
Boy, fuck you.
There's only good. There's only good in Oklahoma. Cause if they're outside, they can't get housing or nothing.
Well, hold on. I thought you gotta recognize by being recognize you territory. No. Oh well, shit. That don't mean shit. Then. Somebody been had to. What? Somebody been random You can keep that shit. You can keep that federal recognition shit. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's funny. Wow.
If you don't stay in Oklahoma on the reservation in one of their mobile homes, your check gonna be about $200 and something, about $300 at the most. Cause I know some they don't stay here in Houston, but they nations got their card and stuff.
Man, you know, even for me to be recognized.
Anything happen, they get sick or anything. I gotta go back to Oklahoma.
Look, I got this. You got this.
We can't see it. We can't see it.
Maybe I gotta make it perfect. I got this. I got this. What do y'all ain't got this? I'm a real federal Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be based on your blood, not card or paper. I mean, they're focusing on things about the blood and
Lambert, I know you said you know the state and organization you
thing.
But is that as much backed up support on most of your benefits will come from the tribe itself? Man, nigga don't want that shit.
Well, it is some kind of benefits in it. Like I don't know all the details, but I know not too long ago the Shinnecock Nation got federal recognition. So what this person, who is this Awigwa Lambert?
Yeah.
The benefits come from the tribe itself. So whatever the tribe got in the pot. I mean, I know like the Eastern Cherokee get money from
Yeah, and if they have nothing in the pot, nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Oh boy. I told him he should never stir up a hornet's nest. He should have left me the fuck alone. Look, they have an Indian clinic down, not in New Orleans, but in Louisiana. They have to drive 444 to go to an Indian clinic. They can't go to a regular hospital.
Yeah, is it called IHS? Because we have Indian Health Services. Is it called that?
Yeah, it's called Indian Health Service.
Okay.
Kitty, I answered that question already, niece. If a person that's a non-citizen but their family is on the road, what does that mean? That means that child and that mother and them, they are Indians.
Yeah.
When the non-person can't get with the married with the wife guy. I had a partner who married a girl who was on the reservation and everything. He was like, yeah, my children have got benefits, but I don't. So they don't get no benefits.
And what tribe was that? Because maybe it varies from tribe to tribe. Because when you marry, you're supposed to get what your wife get.
Well, I know he said she was from Oklahoma and she was from a reservation up there in Oklahoma. And that been some years. That was my boy CJ. And his children is about 12 now. 12 or 15. Yeah.
Yeah, also one tribe will cut the kids off. Like, say if the parent Shawnee and the other parents Cherokee, if they keep mixing into the Cherokee, eventually the Shawnees will cut off their benefits, and they'll probably have to go enroll into the Cherokees.
I mean, that's some control issue. If you got one drop, as we say in Shalagi, you got one drop of Indian blood, you Indian.
But that's the same thing when they say you got the one drop of the Negro blood, you're a Negro. But remember, the Negro and the Indian supposed to be the same thing.
Yeah, you got a whole song about it. One drop of Indian blood.
Now, I don't even much want to read this no more, man. We can have that.
Well, people can read it independently. They know where to look now. If they didn't already.
Also, a question I want to ask: why, even though the Delaware have a treaty with William Penn, why they get their funding from the Cherokees? Why the Cherokee Nation over them? Because the treaty that they use up in Oklahoma have to do with the Cherokees and the agreement between the Cherokees and the Delaware.
Interesting.
That's a good question.
Yeah. And if they was the first one to sign the treaty, why they don't have a seat in Congress like the Cherokee Nation?
Right.
Yeah.
Another question.
Is that why in that tribe some are Cherokee? Like the one chief that passed away, he was Cherokee. What was his name?
Oh, you're talking about Two Bear, Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lambert just says some Delawares were adopted into the Cherokee along with the Shawnee.
Yeah, I do. I've seen that on the rolls where it said adopted.
Yeah, it does say adopted. And if they say adopted, if you go through the minor card, they'll say by blood. Delaware Cherokee by blood. Shawnee by blood. So I don't understand how they was being adopted when the minor cards say by blood.
Maybe at that time they just wanted to join the Cherokee because maybe they felt they had more power or leverage, and they didn't.
Yeah.
It's individual reason.
If you look at the old treaties of Oklahoma, how they was getting it, either it was under the Muskogee Nation or the Cherokee Nation.
Driving.
So even the treaty they use of what 1866, that's under the what Muskogee.
Yeah, the 1866 treaty.
Yeah.
Maybe they couldn't. That's crazy. So now you see the it's still been played.
Yeah.
Like, I need to see what can happen if there was the what can cause them to lose their BIA. I mean, lose their federal recognition. Let me see if they got it on here.
Yeah, show that shit. You go through all that trouble getting all them certified long form birth certificates and all
right. This so they can snatch it away. And if they go against the treaties, they could get it snatched away actually.
Wow.
But the government has gone against the treaty, so how are they snatching shit?
That's only if the tribe go against the treaty.
I know, and it should be the other way.
It should be the other way around. But the government telling you, hey, if you don't let these people in and make them citizens, hey, we will cut your funding.
Yeah.
We'll cut your housing funding, this and that, your food stamp funding.
Yeah.
You won't get no more of them COVID checks.
Because the government is trustee.
Yeah, they did that a lot to the like that the blood stuff where they talk about that in a book about the Rappahannock. They talked about that.
Yeah, because you know they was getting about 10 G's a piece for their COVID stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, they was out there balling during COVID.
Balling.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we can't even get nothing. Get your little 1400. If you ain't got that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody got any questions?
Yeah. If I got any questions, I can share the link. We can live one at a time. Don't y'all all speak at once? Invite. Right, there's the link, everyone. Anybody want to join?
Anybody want to join and come on and add on to the discussion panel?
To that discussion, right? My dad is the federal government. boy. That boy was proud.
Yeah, that boy was proud.
That boy was proud.
Yeah, it's in you, not on you.
What you say, cuz?
In you, not on you. Love. There is more to this video. We did share some more stuff. Right now, it's just taking questions. So it's not the end of the video. Anybody in the current chat? Did y'all have any questions? I know we had a little technical difficulties in the background. It was coming from cousin Al's. I don't know if they was fucking with his camera, but you could hear an echo of the show on there. So me
that's the replay. That was the replay of the show. What's happening, nephew? Wale Origins in the chat. You know,
Yeah,
that
peace,
was
nephew.
playback. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's funny when people be thinking we live, but that's actually the playback. It'd be so funny looking at the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the playback, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah, it is some more on this. Let me fast forward a little bit. Let me see. Because there's a part where you did pull up another screen. I'm trying to see what you was looking at. But this is just a show to remind people, do your genealogy. And if y'all saw it from the beginning, cousin Al showed how his family member had to take it to court so he could get land in Mississippi. So do your genealogy. Look at them allotments.
Well, that's a good question, nephew. How the Shawnee eventually became a tribe when the word originally mean direction, dealing with South. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question. You know, that will have to be a question for that nation that call themselves the Shawnee.
Yeah, they would have to answer that.
Or they probably have it on their web, or they probably have it on their web page. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
Yeah, it might be on their web page on the show on their web page. Oh, you about to see how they became a tribe, cuz?
Don't have to go back to Oklahoma with that.
Yeah, and healthcare should be free anyway. Like, what is that? What, Switzerland? Who is that who has free healthcare for everyone?
Canada.
Canada. Okay. Yeah, we should have free healthcare.
No, they don't go to the hospital at all.
You froze.
1980. I in them. And they say type of nonprofit is designated as a 501c3. That's the Native American Church of North America. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, and it's different Native American churches. So, is that just one of them? Because they got some different branches. You know how every city, every state got different churches. It might be a Native American church, but it may be called something else. So they under something else. But we get the point. In general, they are 501c3s.
I think this the one that old boy kept on talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Native American church involved. And we going after all the werewolves and apples and I'm like, huh? Like,
They not the fucking Catholic Church, and even the Catholic Church don't have no jurisdiction like all right. So what else you want to point out? Because we ain't giving the troll for energy. Fuck
yeah. But yeah, but you see the Native American church in North America. That's the that's crazy.
Why are they talking?
God. It got worse.
Yeah, and
They was really fucking with.
said it got worse.
They was really fucking with the sound on this one too. Yeah, holding the phone. I don't know what it is. Oh, he back. Hey, cousin Al.
Hey.
Hey,
Look.
it's better. Yes.
Look, I said all the five tribes are 501c3, right? They say the descendants of the Freemans of the five civilized tribes designated as a 501c4, a civil league, local, wow.
Okay, let's look up what's the difference.
But I'm trying to look up the civilized tribes itself. I'm not trying to look for the Freemans. I'm trying to look for
I'm just saying
they,
because we talking about.
You can also look up Kinfolk and them tribe. The absentee Shawnee is gonna say a 501c3 organization.
Yeah, but I want them to see what's the difference between a 501c3
C3 and a 501c4.
Uh-huh.
they say tribe museums and center are non-profit.
So, what's the definition of a 501c4? Pa?
Well, I'm about to pull it up.
What title that's under?
Hold on, let's see. 501
C4
versus. Oh, look, there you go right there. Look.
Somebody done looked it up.
There it is right there. Y'all see it?
Yeah, read it.
They say as per into revenue code, right? Internal Revenue Code 501c3 is a nonprofit organization for religious and charitable, scientific, and educational purposes. Donation to a 501c3 are tax deductible, whereas on the other hand, a 501c4 is a social welfare group, and donations of a 501c4 are not tax deductible. That's the difference.
One of them just one of them receive welfare and the other one don't.
Yeah.
One is tax deductible, non-tax deductible.
Yeah. Wow. So that's the only difference, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you see some of these federal recognized groups. Some of them see funding and some of them don't.
Right.
Yeah, and the part earlier in the show when you were showing your ancestor and all of that, I hope they weren't messing with your mic for that. I mean, because we still could hear you, but I wish you sounding crystal clear like how you sounding now. But it's all good. We're gonna make it work.
Yeah, we got the receipts right there. Unless they blur them out. Probably put the black ball across. Yeah.
Shit, if they do that, we'll do it part fucking two. Anybody got any questions or comments in the chat? I think they just listening and commenting.
Oh, his Johnson's so big it's popping out of a buck sack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this clip, and then I'm trying to find the other picture, but I found this one. I shared this a couple of years ago. Yeah, that's some real shit.
Yeah, they was digging right there off of Burgundy in the French quarters, right there by Burgundy and Toulouse. I know the people who actually own that property because they were trying to get a pool built back there, and that's what they did. Like,
yeah, and they had a news clipping about it, and they were saying that they wanted to get a pool, and that's how they. Yeah, I saw that clip too.
Yeah. I know them people.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Because see, that was Indian burial ground before the Spanish and the French even came. And then when the Spanish and the French and them came, then that's when they started finding stuff and they built a rampart. And if y'all don't know what a rampart is, the rampart is a 10-foot wall that was to keep the Indians out. Well, what Indians was? It was the ChitoPa, it was the Chickamauga, it was the Tunica, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, nah, they can't. Even where Congo Square is at, all that is Indian land right there.
Yes, it is.
All of that, all the Trinity.
Yeah, because even on it says this is the Homa. I know that their original name is not the Homa, but it says this is the Homa land on the Congo Square sign.
They became known as Homa after the American Civil War. That was in the 1800s. That's when they became known as Homa.
Yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah. So anybody got any questions? Yeah, they found the bodies in the burial mounds that's right there at LSU, and they took the bodies and they shipped them to Texas, to one of the universities out there in Texas.
So they can test them, huh?
Yeah.
We wonder what they say. What's the conclusion? We know, but are they gonna share with the world?
Right. Y'all didn't know there was burial mounds out there at LSU.
Yeah, this picture right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this look like your uncle and cousin today.
Right.
And this is in what? Let me see. I done lost my fucking page. Yep, it says this is where is this at? LouisianaDigitalLibrary.org. This is where they got this from.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody try to say, "Oh, you made that up." I can't make this shit up.
Well, even when you go back and you look at the maps of New Orleans, when they did it, they show Indians that look like me with froze letting deers. Right there by Bayou Chapatulas.
Swarthy. Yeah. Anybody got any questions or comments in the chat? Peace to everybody in the chat. We thank y'all for tuning in. That was just a recap of some genealogy. The focus was the Mississippi Choctaw, but they did mention the Delaware and the Lenape, the Shawnee, how some of them were adopted into the Cherokee Nation. If y'all didn't watch it from the beginning, y'all can, rewind, do a recap. We just celebrating all our greatest interviews this year on Southeastern Talking Stick Podcast. So anybody got any questions? Anybody got any comments in the chat? And we gotta have him on again because they was fucking with that audio.
Mm-hmm.
And he had some good receipts, especially on that court case when they had to give his ancestor that land in Mississippi, that Choctaw land.
Right.
That was some good receipts. Well, if don't nobody got any comments or questions, we can shut it on down, and I can finish my Sunday, and you can too.
Yeah, I see Kansas City about to go score on your team too.
Chiefs, baby. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Wado Yukoki, Shona Bischi. Shout out to cousin Al and nephew and all the cousins, all our relations in the building. Stay tuned next week. They hate us because we international. We're gonna have the replay of Brother Dan Ditso out of Costa Rica. So we do have relations in the diaspora all across the globe. Yeah. So y'all tune in next week. He may wanna pop up on us and we can have more dialogue because we support our indigenous people worldwide.
Right.
As long as they support us, we support them.
Right.
All right. It looks like don't nobody else have any more questions or comments, so I'm out, cuz. Peace.
All right, peace.
Peace.